Good morning, children. I hope all of you are doing well. Children, today I am going to start second chapter of second summative assessment, that is how our body works. And today this is the first video of the chapter. Children, this is very interesting chapter, so listen to me very carefully. Our body has many organs. We can see some of them. For example, the sense organs. And sense organs means the eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Now, children, some of the organs, we can see them from outside. They are called external organs. And some other organs are inside the body that we can't see from outside. They are called internal organs. Now, external organs are our sense organs, hands, feet, and internal organs are lungs, heart, kidney, etc. Now, each organ has a special job to do in the body. That means all of them have special function to perform in the body. These organs cannot walk alone. Many organs work together to perform different tasks. A group of different organs that work together to do one or more tasks is called an organ system. That means a group of organs, they are all working together to do a special job. So these all organs are togetherly called organ system. For example, our body uses organs such as the mouth, stomach, intestine and liver to digest the food we eat. These organs are a part of the organ system called the digestive system. As all the student makes one class, similarly some organs together make one organ system. Now children, there are some major organ system in our body. They are skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system, respiratory system. Now see the first picture. This one is the picture of skeletal system. Now this skeletal system gives shape and support to our body. The next picture, that means this one, this is muscular system. Now muscular system helps in movement of the body. Next is digestive system. This one, children. Now digestive system helps in digesting food. Then respiratory system. This one, respiratory system. Respiratory system helps in the process of respiration. Respiration means breathing in and breathe out. Okay. Now we will learn digestive system briefly. But before reading digestive system, or other organ systems are circulatory system, excretory system and nervous system. This one is circulatory system. Now circulatory system supplies blood to all parts of the body. Next, excretory system. This one, excretory system. Now excretory system removes waste products from our body. And last one is nervous system. This one, nervous system. Okay, this one, nervous system. Now nervous system controls all the activities of the body. Now as I have said, we will learn about the digestive system. Now the energy stored in food can't be used by our body until the food is broken down to a very simple form. Now, the process of breaking down of food into that simpler form so that the body can absorb it easily is called digestion. A group of organs that work together to digest the food from the digestive system. As I have stated it earlier, the group of organs that work together to digest food form the digestive system. So the organs of the digestive systems are mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, pancreas, liver and large intestine. Children, see, this is a labeled pig diagram of our digestive system. Okay. So the first part of digestive system is mouth and food pipe. Have you noticed how your mouth waters when you smell or see a food? Yes, the liquid produced in the mouth is called saliva. When we eat food, the tongue helps to mix the food with the saliva and soften it. This makes it easy for the teeth to chew the food and break it into smaller pieces. Now, saliva also begins to break down the starch present in the food. Starch is the constituent in food. Okay, so saliva begins to break down that starch present in food. The food then passes into the food pipe. From the food pipe, the food enters the stomach. Now see, this one is mouth. Okay, so food enters from here. It mixes with saliva. Saliva breaks down the starch to some extent. Then the food passes through food pipe into the stomach. This one, stomach. Next, stomach. The strong muscles of stomach churn the food into even smaller pieces. The digestive juices in the stomach help to break down the food into simpler form. Now there are strong muscles in the wall of the stomach which helps to break the food even into smaller form. Okay, and the digestive juices present in the stomach get mixed with that food and make it more simple. Next, from the stomach, the food enters into the small intestine. From the stomach, so this one is stomach. From the stomach, the food enters into the small intestine. This small intestine, this pipe. Yes. So here the food mixes with the digestive juices from the small intestine, liver and pancreas. The food is now almost completely digested. The digested food is then absorbed by blood vessels in the wall of small intestine and carried it to liver. The liver then removes harmful chemicals from the absorbed food. The blood then carries the nutrients to different parts of the body. So, when the food enters into small intestine, that time the digestive juices present over here, that means in small intestine, and the digestive juice from liver and pancreas, this one, pancreas. So the digestive juice from liver, pancreas, small intestine all get mixed here. Okay, and here the food is almost digested. So after digestion, what happened? The simpler food, that means the digested food, is absorbed by the blood vessels and then carried to liver. This one, liver, carried to liver. Here liver purify all the impurities present over that food, and after that blood vessels again carried that digested food part or the nutrients to all over the body, okay, for utilization. Next, large intestine. The undigested food in the small intestine passes into the large intestine. The large intestine then absorbs water from this undigested food. Now what is left behind is the solid waste. The solid waste goes out the body through the anus. So the undigested food, that means the leftover part, that gone to large intestine. Here large intestine absorbs water from that undigested part of food, and whatever is left, that is the solid waste. It goes out of the body through this anus, okay, as the form of stool. Our next point is our teeth. Now children, our teeth breaks down food into smaller pieces. They help us to bite, tear and grind the food. We get two sets of teeth in our lifetime. One is temporary teeth, another is permanent teeth. The temporary teeth are also called the milk teeth. They begin to grow when a baby is 6 months old and continue to grow for 3 years. Now we grow 20 temporary teeth, 10 in the upper jaw and 10 in the lower jaw. Milk teeth begin to fall when a child is 5 or 6 years old. The teeth that grow in the place of milk teeth are called permanent teeth. The permanent teeth remains with a person throughout his or her life, if she or he takes good care of them. Now there are 32 permanent teeth, okay, 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. For today, up to this much. That means up to our teeth. In the next video, I will start kinds of teeth. Now children, go through the chapter very well, and in the chapter there are also some interesting tips for digestion in a box that you will cover, okay? And after reading the chapter well, you will do the worksheet posted in the Google Classroom. So I will meet all of you in the next video. Till then, thank you.